He who laughs, laughs the longest. And that is actually, I should say rightly, he who laughs last, laughs the longest. And this now rings true for the same Jubilee leaders who cheered the police on when they tear-gassed the opposition and who now find themselves on the receiving end of police blows. And they are no longer jubilating. Led by Deputy President William Ruto, they now accuse the Interior Ministry of using its powers to intimidate them. NTV's Olive Burrows with more on the reversed roles.
And you remember, Kenyans, I said that this country, unless we are careful, we are going back to the old days when people were, brought in.
Hey, Brian. Hey.
Vindo vichenjaga. Things change.
Saki ya Mungu ati tunapigwa na teargassed na ile serikali tulifanyia kampeni.
Tumeshapiga huko. Taua ngapi?
Lazima tutoe Moses Kuria huko ndani.
And now the shoe is on the other foot. Spot the difference.
Muendelee na maombi. Na hata ndugu yetu Kalonzo mumuombe. Mara ya mwisho nilikuta yeye ati ameketi kwa lami Nairobi. Ameambiwa na mwingine tuendeni tuketi kwa lami. Ule Kalonzo ambaye alikuwa vice president siku hizi anaketi kwa lami. Mumuombe jameni.
The likes of Moses Kuria and Ndindi Nyoro, who tweeted their support for the police crackdown, are now singing a different tune.
Wacha warushe teargass hizo wanarusha hapa saa hizi. They can do anything, but we want to tell them we will fight for this new Kenya. And we are going to defend our freedoms to the last drop of sweat.
The slide to anarchy and confusion and impunity and dictatorship starts when we do not respect the rule of law.
Orengo had told them that government eats its own children. People are talking about the shoe being the shoe being on the other foot. When we are in power or are in a position to influence power, let us come up with laws and regulations that we wouldn't mind them being used or applied on us, because things change. Politics is dynamic. Today you are in power, tomorrow it is somebody. Like we used to talk about Kano B, now we have Jubilee B. And effectively that Jubilee B is opposition. The things they are saying about government, maybe only Raila could have said those kind of things about government.
NDP Ruto and his team are quickly finding out that things are not so comfortable when you're out in the cold looking in.
Watermelon. Sasa walioniita watermelon, tunaumia pamoja nao.
When the Handshake and BBI were initiated, it was about uniting the country. But what we have seen is that it has dismembered the opposition and destroyed NASA. It is threatening to stall government programs because of the confusion it has brought. And it is heading, a lot of effort is being made to divide Jubilee using this BBI and Handshake.
Hakuna kukanyagana hapo ndani. You will be outside. Anybody with a discerning eye can see. It's getting to a point where Ruto will have to make a clear choice. Either to join them or get out.
And that time is fast approaching. Deputy President William Ruto is finding it harder and harder to slap on a smile and pretend to support a process he's convinced is aimed at boxing him out of power.
They got into a point where they can no longer shadow box. And you can't be defiant to the president from the shadows. So we are seeing a more open approach, saying liwe liwalo, bring it on.
And soon, even President Kenyatta will himself be forced to make a choice and come out clearly on which side of the divide he falls.
You say, don't think I'm not a boy. I'm not an uncircumcised boy. I'm not a coward. I know what you are doing. If you don't stop them, it is going to become clear that Uhuru is a lame duck president. And if he doesn't do it, and there's no better way of doing that, of showing that he's not a lame duck president, than taming the rebels from Mount Kenya. If he doesn't, the crowd will grow. The chorus will become louder. And soon, even in public meetings, people just tell him off.
Olive Burrows, NTV.